Hello everybody, thanks for joining me back here. I am Scrappy Adam and today is, as always, 30 days of sketches for September and today is the 24th. So day 24 and we have a page map sketch. We have what looks like a solid background with 6 2.5 by 2 photos with strip of paper, some stitching and little bits and bobs. And today's prompt for Scraptember is wood veneer. I am combining this with another fun hop that I have joined for this month called Pinkfresh Fridays. So I have a ton of Pinkfresh stash, so I thought it would be fun to join that hop and combine that with today's 30 days of sketches. So I am going to document these photos, and this was a drive in quite a bad storm for us over in the UK because we don't get it massively. So it was just really bad rain, one of the worst I've ever driven in. So I am going to scrapbook those photos because I scrapbook the good, the bad, the very good and the ugly. And I pulled out my box of Pinkfresh. So I have a box there. And I do, as you can see, have quite a little bit of Pinkfresh. So that's why I've joined this hop, because I need to get it used. Now, when I first joined this hop, I thought, right, I'm going to use Dream On, because I've got the collection pack. Don't have any embellishments, but that's fine. But I don't think I will use that. I have a lot of Super Cool, have a lot of My Favourite Story, Office Hours, Let's Stay Home, Keep It Real, and Some Days. And I love Out and About, but I only have the 6 by 6 paper pad for that. So I thought Some Days would be good. So there is the paper. And I've got a box of embellishments. This isn't all of my Pinkfresh embellishments. This is just Some Days, Keeping It Real, and Let's Stay Home. But in Some Days, there are some for like a day that isn't perhaps your best day, if that makes sense. So I thought this would work. Well, that's what I remember. Yeah, so like what? Oh, let me just check. Or is it keeping it real? Keeping it real. I do know what I'm doing, really. So we've got a few things. So like we have got keeping it real, part of my story, taking a deep breath, reality bites, real life, ups and downs, everything's going to be okay. So I thought I'd do that kind of layout with a bad storm. That was my initial thinking anyway. I do have all of the embellishments. So I've got the die cuts, chipboard stickers, chipboard flair, puffy stickers, journaling tags, more puffy stickers, journaling bits, puffy titles, puffy alphas, cardstock stickers. So I've got a lot of the embellishments. So that is what I'm going to use today. And as I say, we are going to tie it in with day 24 of 30 days of sketches. So I'm going to get my paper decided and pop back. Obviously, as you can see, this sketch has 6 photos, 2.5 by 2. I'm not doing that. And I'm probably going to turn the sketch like this, I think, that way or that way, so that I can have my photos at the top and I'll have my photos like that. So I will stretch the sketch a little bit. That's the plan at the minute. Let's get some paper decisions made and pop back and put this together. I've decided on pattern paper choices. So I've also cut my photos to 3x4 and I've got 3 of them and I'm going to double mat them. Got quite a big mat in the yellow and then a smaller mat in the red and white. Just to say as well, I wasn't taking photos and driving in a really bad storm. Somebody else took the photos, just in case you were wondering. I have decided to flip the sketch this way and extend this piece and get rid of 3 photos, just use 3 and enlarge them slightly. So that's what we're working on today. And then I went through my big stash of Pinkfresh paper and I've decided on this red and blue. The red is from Some Days and the blue is from Let's Stay Home, and I did gut the middle of the red because I love this geometric pattern. And then I took a centimetre off 2 sides of blue to give me a good border. So that's where I am up to at the moment. And then we have got, let's see, and I've refilled my tape dispenser, so I'm not using the little mini one. So we've got this from My Favourite Story. So it's a real mix today of Pinkfresh collections, which I'm really happy about. I love mixing collections. So I'm going to pop that there. And then I've got this. This is from a 6x6 pad, and I had 2 sheets, so that's not going to be a continuous stretch, but I'm good with that. And this is from Out and About, and I just love it. So wish I had the 12x12 papers of this collection, but I hadn't started scrapping when it came out, and it's an amazing collection which is all sold out by the time I got into it. So I'm going to pop this one. So let's just double check. So we're only going to have a peek, just a small little peek of the yellow. And then what I'm going to do, let's just get that down. So there's that. And you're not going to see the join once I've got my photos on. And that is nowhere near straight. What the heck am I doing? Okay. Let's start again. I'm going to have to stand up for this. So okay, I think that's straight now. That will do. So I'm just going to use my little tape just to do some of the corners that haven't stuck down because I didn't put adhesive on them. Then I do have this yellow, which I thought about adding in as a little extra, but actually I'm going to chop it and save that bit. So I've got this red. This is from, I think this is from Let's Stay Home or Some Days, one of them. And I'm going to pop that there. Now I've made my square 4x4, and that's for this square piece here on the sketch. And then I did think, let's just see. Just going to lift that up slightly, just to pop under there. So I've got a little bit of the yellow poking out down here as well. And then what I'll do is trim this a little bit more and pop this up here. Very roughly, as you can see. And then let's stick those corners down. There we go. So that's the base of my layout. As you can see, we have very much gone rogue again today for Pinkfresh Friday. And we've turned it. I've got this strip I've got this strip, and then I've got this here. Now there is some stitching around this, and so I have not yet decided, but I may well, oh, where is it? Let's see. I may bring in my stitching stamp, or, that's strange. In fact, bear with me, and let's bring in these. Okay, bear with me 1 minute. Sorry about that. So I may bring in these, I did think the stamp, but actually I might just bring in the stickers. Now these are not Pinkfresh, and I know it is a Pinkfresh Friday, but I think we're alright to use a little bit of something else. And I think we'll bring in this one. So these are great because I would love to sew on my layouts. I just cannot sew though. So these are great because I can add the sewn effect without sewing. So pop that there, like so. So we've got that at the top, and I'll bring in another one at the bottom. Like so. So clearly the bottom isn't lined up because I don't need all of that, but that is okay. So it's only a very slight, but it sort of gives the little effect that I have sewn and I haven't. So as you can see, so it just looks like I've sewn at the top and the bottom. Now I've brought in another L Studio, and not just for boys product. That is purely for the wood veneer, and I'm only going to use one piece. Everything else is Pinkfresh, the paper, the embellishments, the photo mats. I've pulled out some journaling spots from some days. I've punched out some circles for this part. Then I've got real days, some days, let's stay home, the mix number 1, and a few other bits of embellishment. I've got the mix number 1 puffy stickers. Then I've got all my stickers and alphas out that I thought might work, and some super cool enamel dots. So I'm going to get my photos matted and get them down, then we'll pop back and do the fun embellishing. That's everything on the page stuck down. I've matted my photos, and what I've done is I've placed them at 2 here and then 1 slightly up, which gives me this gap here. And the reason why I've done that is because the strip I had cut didn't fit all 3 photos on because I didn't measure properly. So I quite like the way that looks, and I'll make use of the space up here. It does mean I've covered the stitching stickers up under there, but that's fine. I've used this wooden piece from Not Just for Boys Kit Club and this from L Studio, which gives me a tick for today's Scraptember prompt and uses up some of my wood veneer. And that's the only 2 items that are not Pinkfresh on this entire page. No, it's not. Those 2 and the stitch stickers. Everything else is. This is from one of the papers which I punched out, so I've popped that there. Quite like the way that looks. Then I've got these small mini puffy alphas from Some Days, and my title is going to be, very originally, Wild Weather. So that is where I am currently up to, and of course we all know what me and titles are like, sticking them down. So I might be here a while. So I'm just going to carry on sticking these stickers down to spell wild weather. And then I think we will pop some of these awesome Pinkfresh embellishments down and get this page finished off together. That's the title done, and I've used the middle of two O's to put like a dot either side of weather. I just quite like the way that that looked. And now I'm just going to go through the embellishments that I've pulled out from various Pinkfresh collections. So I've got some fabric embellishments which are from, I think mix number 1 or something like that. Can't be a 100%. And this lovely fabric arrow, so I'd like to use that. So we're going to pop that there. Then I've also got this fabric banner that says go your own way. So I quite like that as well. So let's get that on. And it's just a case of layering things up, getting them on the page, getting them used, which is what it's all about. So on the sketch we have this little box here and something here. So I've sort of got something there and I've got the circle here. And there isn't really much more embellishment. So I'm going to extend this out here if I can. But I think that's as far as the sketch is going to go on this occasion. Now I do have this die cut from Keeping It Real, I think, and I want to layer that on the photo. It's a cloud with a rainbow stripes like rain, so I think that kind of works. So I've layered that on the photo and I'm just going to put a foam dot underneath just because it's quite high up with all the paper layers there. Then these are from the mix as well. I kind of don't want to bring another title piece in. I do love that camera. Not sure if that's going to work. Then we've got this little frame from Let's Stay Home. So what I could do is chop that in half and have that up there maybe. So there. And then this piece now. So this is what I do, I just play it round until I find things that I am happy with. So we've got this little journaling piece. Ooh, I can't find anything. I quite like this documented, so let's get that on. And let's nestle that into this circle. But potentially down here. So we've got that down there. Then let me bring in a couple of enamel dots down here. So I've got Days of Splendor, Super Cool, and Oh What Fun for enamel dots. So, and they're all Pinkfresh as well. So we've got those there. Now let's just, before we forget, let me just check the stickers. I do like that rainbow piece. So I've pulled out Keeping It Real some days and Let's Stay Home. I don't think Let's Stay Home, and I don't know why I've got so many of them. 3 sheets of each. So let's just double check if anything's going to work. No, and that's okay. I didn't think they would, because obviously this is all about staying at home and COVID and that time in all of our lives. So then we've got Keeping It Real, and there are a few bits that I'd like to use. So we've got this little sticker that says Reality Bites, which might seem a bit extreme. It's just a stormy rain at the end of the day, but still, it works. Then what else have we got? No, because that's, I was going to use that, but we're already on red there. So, what about bringing in grey? Nope. Quite like this one. Now, I don't want yikes there, so I will be covering that up. So I've got a little thing going on there. Let me just get a little tweezers. So let's layer up that sticker there. I do love layering things. So, what else can we use? Right, finished with those. Got some puffies and chipboards. Let's check that quickly. Now, I do like that, which is from Let's Stay Home. I know it's got this colour in it, but it's kind of up here as well, so I think I can get away with that just about. Let's see. Oh my god. That kind of works. Let's double check. I think we're nearing. This is going to be quite another minimal layout for me. At home. Some days was quite home orientated, really, wasn't it? There is a lot of home and chilling elements, which I love because we are still at home a lot. Then these are, they're not flare, they're little chipboard circles, so chipboard flare they're called. I don't want that. Quite like this geometric. Wonder if we could get that there. Yeah, I think that works. Then so could get that there. I have. Let's just double check these chipboard stickers. I've already got that rainbow, so don't think we need another one. And finally, these ones, which I don't think there is anything I could use. No, not on this one. So, let's see. Let's bring in this one, which is a little heart. You can use a heart anywhere, really. So that is all of those pieces used. And then I think bring that piece in at the top. It just says right here, which again you can use on pretty much anything. We'll bring in a couple of enamel dots up here and up here. I don't subscribe to the whole you need a visual triangle, but I do tend to do that with enamel dots, just naturally. So let's let's have a navy up there, and a little one, and let's bring in that shade. So we've got those. And I just keep my enamel dots all together. They're in a huge little organizer box right by my desk, so I can grab them at any point. And then I think this is going to do it. I'm going to write the date on here, and I'm going to just write it, let's see, I'm going to write it down here, and this was August. This is what summer in the UK looks like, people. Then I think that's going to do it for this one. I do have a little banner piece I thought would work, but I don't want to just randomly put stuff, so I am going to call that one done. Thank you so much for joining me today for a 2-4 video, my very first one. Well, no, I did all about the mouse, didn't I? My second one. And today was day 24. Just 6 more days to go. That's gone so quick. And I remember how nervous I was when I first started. Anyway, today was day 24 of 30 days of sketches / Scraptember, and combined with our Pinkfresh Fridays, which is an awesome monthly hop using all our Pinkfresh goodies. There are loads of people playing along with both Pinkfresh, Scraptember and 30 days, and I will link everybody down below. You'll see Pinkfresh Friday and then 30 days list. And I will be back later today for... No, I won't. This video is coming out after. You'll have already seen Mixed Media Frenzy. And I will be back tomorrow for day 25 of 30 days of sketches. And it is another 2-4 because it is also Christmas in September. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.